All right, so in the last battle here, it ended up with a victory. This is actually the first victory I have had throughout this entire campaign. East German troops ended up defeating West German troops here. So I did see a few weaknesses, of course, with armor of the East German troops and also the air power, which are the two things I use the most. But that's okay. Battle group is destroyed, so we were able to get the job done here. Okay. All right, so the Panzer Brigade, they are eliminated here. So I have just got my Soviet troops that have been doing pretty good over there in Malmo. We're going to go ahead and try to move into Copenhagen as soon as it turns to 6 a.m. Wait. I guess I just completed the campaign. All right. Okay, so that's a good surprise. All right, now under the command of General Gruber's control, Western leaders call Aris a scandal to the UN, but NATO forces are in a very bad position in the north of Germany. Back in the negotiating table, Soviet diplomats are in a much stronger position. Okay. Cool. So we're actually going to go ahead and get straight into the second campaign here. I'm going to actually start the video right after this because I think a 1 minute and 30-second video is not good enough. So anyway, let's just go ahead and hop right into it. All right. So as promised, we are going to be starting the second campaign of Wargame Airland Battle. Again, I am Dunbar Snackbar. This is totally live. Oh, we're going to see what happens. Fortress Oslo. All right, during 2 weeks of fierce fighting, the Pact forces have crushed the defenses that NATO established in Scandinavia. Sweden, Norway, and Denmark have been forced to surrender, which represents total victory for the Soviets and their allies on the northern front. The situation in Germany has developed in a diametrically opposite direction. The Pact forces have been halted here and then repelled by the NATO counteroffensive, incurring heavy losses. Under pressure from public opinion in the West, NATO High Command has resolved to dispatch some elements to the north to liberate Denmark and Norway. Exhausted by their first victorious campaign, will the Pact's occupying forces in Scandinavia be able to hold their position long enough to allow their High Command to send reinforcements to the front? So I got to seize Oslo, Copenhagen, and Stockholm in less than 12 days. We got it on medium here. Let's launch. Okay. Oh, after a week of political crisis, the Finnish Prime Minister has resigned and has transferred power to a pro-communist administration. This is enabling the USSR to deploy troops in Scandinavia that will monitor this unstable neighbor. Wow. All right. So, Finland, you're going down. Okay, so to start things off here, let's take a look at what I got. If I remember right from the end of the last campaign, there they are, 82nd Airborne. All right, so the question is, though, where do I go? What do I do with this? All right, so I'm going to move the 1st Infantry into Copenhagen. This is going to be purely defensive right now. 82nd, I'm going to send them to Oslo. I'm going to hold them there. Again, I think, well, with the 82nd Airborne, it is going to be purely defensive as well. So, 3rd Commando. All right, well, let's send orders here. So, Oslo. All right, a motorized regiment of Soviet troops versus 82nd Airborne. All right, let's do this. Launch battle. Okay, my goal is not to win this one, but to make it end in a draw. So, obviously, Airborne Infantry, I'm going to be able to load up with these guys here. So, ooh, dragons. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16 of them. All right, so we're going to set them there. Riflemen. We're going to get a whole bunch of these riflemen. I'm going to go up to 32. All right, we're going to set them right there. All right. Tanks, of course, I need tanks. We'll set them there. Infantry, I'm good. Not gonna worry about that now. Toe, yes. No, I only want 8 right now. 8 of them. Air. Well, I'm going to have to take one of these positions. All right, so there's 5 positions for air corridors. So I know eventually I'm going to get one. Oh, stingers. Can't forget. I need air support. All right. So sending them in here. Launch battle. All right. So they're not going to have the ability to hold all of these positions. I'm hoping that scavenger one down there in the southwest corner is not going to get taken. All right, so Karlstad was taken. Is that the only one? I'm going to wait just a little bit. I'm going to wait a whole minute to see if anybody gets reinforced besides these guys. Nothing. All right, let's get out of here. I'm going to head down here for scavenger. I know I've just lost Foxtrot, but that's okay. There's a plan to this. Trust me. This is probably the best place I could have dropped in here for airborne troops. All right, so the toes are just barreling around the tanks. Goal's been taken. And Hamar. Hey, this works for me. Oh, I didn't get any recon forces. Crap. I knew I was forgetting something. Should have planned this a lot better. Anyway, we're all barreling through here right now. No rush, no rush. But that is one long column of troops. All right, so it is going to be a hassle for me to get this all organized here quickly. All right, so I'm going to tuck him back there. There is only one way to get in here. That's why I kind of wanted this, and that is going to be these 2 main roads here. Now, again, this is going to be purely defensive in nature. So this battle is going to last a long time. Hopefully you guys are wanting to see this. All right, they know we're here now. So we're going to put the Sheridans up there. Got something for me? Now I've been thinking maybe we could put something up there in India. Where's the toes? Toes. Set them back there. And well, who do you want us to transfer? Unload everybody. All right, so all of them are going to be hanging out right there. Okay, so big question, what to do now with these guys? All right, stingers, sweet. All right, so this pocket is going to be my primary line of defense. Now, the nice thing here is I can go ahead and get a recon unit there. And I might be able to purchase... No. Ooh, Nighthawks. All right, my primary concern right now is with... yeah, you guys hang out there. So you in there, you in there, you in there, you in there, you in there. All right, we are tucked away. Now the question is, what do I do? Should I be attacking them? Probably. But I dare them to try and come after me now. All right. Get these guys in there. I probably wouldn't. Well, here's what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to take India because that is a huge urban area. And if I can take that, that's going to prevent these guys from coming at me. Armor is absolutely valuable for me in this one. So even though I've got the Sheridan tanks, that doesn't mean that I need to just be charging right at him here like I have been doing with some other missions that you've seen me do in the past. So one heavy, or a couple heavy populated sections. Let's get some more of this going. Gosh, this is one of those times I really wish I had some efficient air recon. There we go. Gosh. All right. So, do I wait this out? Absolutely. All right. I'm gonna go ahead though. I'm gonna spend this and get one unit there. I got plenty of riflemen, so we're going to head up here. We are going to just be covering the main roads, because if they do come at me, it's going to be down this portion here. Alright, so they'll be surprised. Dang it.
Someone called for a cab? It's not my war. It's not my war. It always comes down to the infantryman and his
I
rifle.
probably shouldn't have gotten these guys out.
Platoon is
Really
formed
regretting this right now.
Waiting new orders, sir. Moving out. Need customers for a taxi route.
All right.
Need customers for a taxi route. Platoon is formed and ready.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I don't even know what I was thinking. Oh, that's right. I wasn't.
Need a ride?
Cool. Come on. Let me know you're loaded. All right, they're loaded away.
At your orders.
They're loaded away.
Need customers for a taxi route.
These guys are loaded up too.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Gotta get some light infantry going.
Thanks, sir.
All right, I'm gonna send these guys in right now.
Who do you want us to transport?
Now more, of course, you're gonna follow here in just a second. Now tanks are gonna be my last line of defense right now. All right, let's get a recon unit up there too, to assist. They know where I'm at, yet nothing. Might inch my way closer. So this purely defensive idea really hasn't been working out too well because I haven't forced them really to do anything.
Someone called for a cab? Okay, we'll get there as fast as we can.
All right, air. I'm still holding out. All right. With getting too much air, but
Need customers for a taxi route.
all right, haven't really seen anything yet from an air standpoint that I can do. All right, so he's hanging out there.
Who do you want us to transport?
Me. Transport to me, Mario.
Need customers for a taxi route.
Maybe after a while they'll try and come after me here.
Who do you want us to transport?
All right, so I got these guys going.
Awaiting new orders, sir. Platoon is formed and ready. Who do you want us to transport?
Now there's two main entrances to the city that I can see him trying to come through.
Need a ride?
Like I said, that's what I'm trying to hold here.
Need a ride?
Where are they taking? Ah, they're coming in from Charlie. Okay. That works for me.
Move out, ladies. Scatter formation.
So then there's a good chance I'll actually be coming down this portion of the map. So, nothing yet though. Get these guys out of here quickly.
Changing position. Start the engine.
Unload.
It's not my war.
How can I do this to really help out
Need a ride?
what we're trying to do right now? That's the big question. I'm gonna keep those guys
Move out,
there.
ladies. Scatter formation. Someone called for a cab?
Same thing. Get these guys out.
Driver, we're in a hurry. Who do you want us to transport?
If I had air recon, I'd just go over there and check out what's going on and get out of there quick.
Need customers for a taxi route.
All right.
Are you talking to me?
Unload.
Need customers for
Unload.
a taxi route.
Unload. Unload. All right, that's all of them. Let's get out. I wonder how much time I really just saved. Probably none at all.
Anti-tank team operational, sir.
Anti-tank team operational.
Need a tank blown, sir?
All right. Send those guys over there.
Anti-tank missile load.
There we go. All right, so I've got enough here. Let's get myself Eagle, Falcon. I got to get myself up to 180 there. All right, I don't mind that they're pushing forward right now. Like I've stated, it's really about just one particular position here. take the FOB. See if I care right now, dude.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
Probably should get myself a few tanks up there once got enough. Alright, got the Falcon overhead. Alright. This is going to be just fine for me. Sorry, this is like a non-action packed mission here. Get out. Ah! Forget that. Alright, at least I know where some of them are. Alright, let's get the tanks in here. I know. Wow, that's embarrassing. Here I was thinking air cover, but honestly, the F-16, I think, overextended himself. We're okay, though. We're okay. I'm not worried about anything. How many of them do I have left, too? Oh, we got 4 left. All right. That's fine. Alright. I probably shouldn't have left the F-16, honestly, out there for as long as I did. Alright, they can keep coming at me, though. I don't mind. Try it. Recon. Let's get recon closer up here, though. See what I can find. Maybe I can drop a few bombs here and avenge my F-16. This is probably going to be the most boring episode here. We're going to see a Wargame Airland battle. They can't even hit me. It's a giant forward operating base, and they can't hit it. Nothing there. Should I do it? Should I eke forward here? See what I can do for the last little bit. I don't care that we that the FOB was destroyed. I don't care in the slightest. I bet it's because that building's in the way I can't see anything. It's alright, keep moving for all I care. That just means it's more they have to invest in units down the road. So I don't care, as long as I hold Stavanger, I am set. I'm really surprised, nothing here.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push forward here with the Sheridans to see what we've got. Okay. Oh, I'm sure just gonna get ambushed and just absolutely destroyed here. Gosh, losing that F-16, that hurt. That one hurt bad. Nothing up there.
We're on the move.
All right.
All of you, get out of my way.
So forward operating base up there. Come on, you can hit him. Sheridans, you've got less than a minute to destroy these guys. Does he see somebody? There we go, we got one. get more. We can do it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to press up there.
Sky is ours.
I'm going for it. I just hope I don't regret this later on. Well, I actually hope we can get there in time.
Just spit it out.
All right, just get back. I don't want to risk losing him right now. All right, well, I avenged him a little bit. Still ends up in a draw here for me. So, oh, I lost the forward operating base too, I guess. Cool beans. All right, so that's it here. Sorry that was not the most exciting. We have a presence, though, in one of the key cities. That is the big thing that I wanted to take out of this. All right, so I was able to take out some artillery for him. No biggie. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. More of this, more exciting, to come a little bit later on. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. All you got to do is check the description below. But thanks again, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. And as always, I hope you have a good one.